know, man.
I really don't know how I got here. I am literally sitting in my car, just finished a business meeting about acquiring a pretty good, we'll just say a existing business, okay? And I'm just sitting here looking back at everything that has happened in my life, like, what the fuck? Like, all I ever wanted in life was to be a wife and a mom and have a family. I like the simple life. I want to live a little bit out in the country on some land and have 2 cows, because if you have one, it's going to be lonely.
This sounds like the ramblings of a first grader, but hey, the driver's seat confessionals never disappoint.
Not getting married.
Another modern woman has dismantled her family, all for the chance to live out her Barbie rewind career doll daydreams. Nah, it's a real thing, Google it. Sure, she made it to a higher tax bracket, but somehow her soul remains underfunded and unfulfilled. The bitter sisterhood convinced her that chasing financial independence and sleeping with random men on Hinge was her one-way ticket to independent girl nirvana. Instead, she just fast-tracked herself to becoming a cast member of the Golden Girls. And let's not forget to thank the bitter sisterhood and the feminist mafia for
being a friend
every step of the way. For example,
I saw this woman posted on Facebook the other day asking the forum, how does a woman attract, treat, and keep a man? And I was like, okay, first of all, that's the wrong question. What you need to be focused on is yourself, first of all, because it's just a man. Getting a man is probably the easiest thing a woman can do.
What she's really saying is finding a man to sleep with her is easy, but getting him to stay, well, that's a whole different ballgame. Now, if you listen closely, you can almost hear the cracks forming in the foundation of hypergamy, especially for those post-war women. The old mantra used to be, there's always a better man out there for me. Now the tune has changed to, quote, decentering men. Translation? She's quietly admitting that her value doesn't stack up to the kind of man she feels entitled to. So what's the game plan now? Focus on a career? Secure the bag, as they call it? But let's just be honest, that's just a band-aid over the reality she's avoiding. A future filled with cozy evenings, boxed wine, and a whole lot of cats. When a woman says she's decentering men, just understand, like Patrick Swayze, you're talking to a ghost. They speak to you from the purgatory realm. She is forever a side chick, aka betation without representation.
Meanwhile,
with my family, and I wanted a big family, and the kids come over when they grow up, and then the grandkids come over, and like we all ride 4-wheelers together and just all that kind of stuff, And I was married for 10 years, and I thought like my life was great and perfect. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but you know what I mean. And I just don't know how I got to a place where now I have to be the sole breadwinner. And like, I'm not passionate about being a business mogul.
And there you have it. A good stable marriage, but apparently that's just not enough. Because some women seem to despise stability, order, and predictability, like they're allergic to peace. You see, chaos is their lifeblood, their guilty pleasure. Without it, they get bored fast. Here's the wild part. If you're dating a very liberal woman, cheating on her might actually make her more attached to you. Sounds insane, right? But there's a method to this madness. The jealousy, the emotional roller coasters, the endless cycle of breakups and makeups. It all scratches her itch for chaos in ways a calm, steady relationship never could. But this topic is for another video. Let us march forward.
Like, I'm actually passionate about being a traditional woman. I enjoy being a wife. I enjoy taking care of a husband. I enjoy taking care of the home, packing lunches, making dinner, making sure he's taken care of because he takes care of us. And like, I don't even understand why we live in a society now where women are made to feel guilty about that. Like, oh, if you want a relationship, that just means you don't know how to be alone. Like, no, I'm alone. I'm single. It's like, how do you train your brain to accept this when it feels so wrong? Like you're going against everything in your nature. How do you switch that and make that your purpose when you feel like you were put on this planet to be a wife and a mother and raise a family and do things the traditional way?
Her ovaries are spitting out trouble codes like a car check engine light. It's saying we're low on eggs. But hey, continue to ignore Mother Nature and Father Time. Keep listening to the feminist Costa Nostra. Let me know how that all works out.
First of all, that's the wrong question. What you need to be focused on is yourself, first of all, because it's just a man. Getting a man is probably the easiest thing a woman can do when she actually understands and values her worth. High vibrational women don't need to do that. High vibrational women don't need to ask or figure out ways in which to plot and scheme to try and get a man. I think what you need to do is decenter men from your life. I think that decentering men will allow you to focus more on yourself and your goals, because like I said, it's just a man. A man is just a man. Like, that is not the prize, baby girl. You are the prize. And if you want a man, if that's really what you want, you can have one. But you have to position yourself in a way that's going to attract the kind of man that you want. Now, what kind of man do you want is a very individual thing. Not everybody wants the same kind of man. That's why I'm single, because the kind of men that, I don't know, most of you guys are going after, I would never even give the time of day. I just wouldn't. Like, I'm not interested.
I almost feel sorry for her.
Oh, what a bitter, sad woman. Witness the future for these independent women. But alas, I've said way too much.
He ain't lying.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy. And although you will never be worthy of a monarch such as myself, Lord Destro would suggest that you poor fools at least give oligarchy a try. So me, Lord Destro has spoken.